Well, good morning, everyone.
Good
Morning.
What a beautiful day. Before we get started, I want to recognize some of the folks that are here today. Senator Hastings, who you will hear from, my friend Representative Justin Slaughter, my great friend Representative Debbie Myers-Martin, Mayor of Lockport, Steve Street. Did I say that right? Strite. Sorry, Mayor Strite. President of CTF, Tony Barrett, who you'll hear from, Orland Mayor Jim Dodge, who you'll hear from, my friend Metropolitan Water Reclamation District Commissioner Beth Kirkwood, and Tracy Sullivan from Moraine Valley Community College. So thank you all for being here on this important day. In addition to those I mentioned, I do want to give a special thank you to the Village of Orland Park and Mayor Jim Dodge, who worked very closely with our office the whole time. He's been a great friend and a great champion. I also want to give a special shout out to Orland Township Supervisor Paul O'Grady, who has also been a big supporter of our efforts. And I especially want to thank my friend State Senator Mike Hastings, who was instrumental in helping us land on this location, and no doubt will take credit because he's very good at that, for all the work that was done here today. And of course the CTF board and staff, the board members and staff who have made it possible for us to utilize this wonderful space. I got to meet a few of them. What an incredible organization. Thank you for all you do, and we look forward to being partners, hopefully for a long time. We're here talking about the opening of a new DMV in Orland Park, but today's announcement is really about a community coming together to help provide services that residents really rely on. In fact, within a few days after township trustees voted to terminate the state's lease at the township building 2 months ago, more than a half dozen communities reached out. Countless elected officials reached out, offering assistance, some aggressively, in finding alternative locations in their own towns. Senator Hastings and Mayor Dodge were among the very first, both adamant in wanting to keep the DMV close by. For us, it was important to stay in Orland, and for the community it was important. DMVs are important assets to the communities where they're located, boosting local economies and local businesses. Since the beginning of the year, just to give you an idea, in just 9 months, the DMV in Orland Township has completed over 56,000 transactions. 56,000 transactions in just 9 months. After the abrupt and, quite honestly, totally unexpected vote to terminate the lease, Senator Hastings ultimately connected us with CTF, and the pieces quickly came together to help sign a lease. We didn't miss a beat in transitioning to this new facility, and we're able to expand the hours of operation and the services we offer, including, importantly, road exams for the first time. This facility will also continue as a full-service facility, offering driver's license and state IDs and renewals, vehicle registrations and renewals, vehicle stickers and real IDs, and, as I mentioned for the first time, driving exams. The best part for local residents is that they'll have the convenience of a nearby facility, while the best part for taxpayers is that it comes at zero cost. Competent and reliable governance aren't the sexiest of things, but in a world of increasing uncertainty, the delivery of basic services faster and more conveniently than ever before is something that builds trust and better serves the community needs. So with that, it's a great honor to welcome you all here as we mark the opening of our newest DMV facility in Illinois. Today's an exciting announcement, albeit one we weren't quite expecting in July, but our new Orland Park DMV is bigger and will offer more services to accommodate more Southland residents. It's conveniently located just a 5-mile drive south on LaGrange Road from the old facility and right off the I-80 expressway. The new space allows us to stay open an extra hour each day to accommodate everyone's busy schedules. We'll be open 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. It also boasts plenty of parking, and the DMV will now offer, again, for the first time in Orland, behind-the-wheel driving exams, which are especially important for working families and seniors who no longer have to drive to one of our larger facilities further away. We've signed a rent-free lease for a year, and our intent is to remain here until we find a permanent location within the community. I want to reiterate that this was a total team effort and a win-win-win for DMV customers, for Southland residents, and for Illinois taxpayers. I again want to thank all of our partners who are here today, especially my 32 teammates who work here and make the Illinois Secretary of State's office the best in the nation. Before I introduce our speakers, I again want to point out this is what happens when government works to get things done. A lot of times we hear about all the dysfunction, the vitriol, and the anger that happens in local and federal government. But what people don't see is you have people like Mike Hastings and the mayor and others who are willing to work hard and hustle to do the work that not everyone sees, to fight for their community and for their residents. So you guys deserve a lot of credit. This is a great day for us. It's a great day for the community. And as someone who personally has been down about politics, especially the last few weeks, it makes me feel good to see people working together without a political agenda just to help their residents. So with that, I want to introduce a very good friend of mine, Senator Michael Hastings.
So good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. It's great. It's great. Before I begin my remarks, I know I'll mention some of these individuals in my remarks, but if you look behind us, we have our entire South Suburban leadership team, at least in the 19th Senate District, and I'm proud from every level of government, whether you're a college board trustee, water reclamation district, so Tracy Sullivan is our college, Beth is our chairman of our college, but also on the water reclamation district, Debbie Myers-Martin, Justin Slaughter, who are representatives that we work really well together in Springfield, and we have 3 mayors of the 19th district that are here. My dad, Kyle Hastings, in Orland Hills, Jim Dodge in Orland Park, and then Mayor Steve Strite in Lockport. Just 3 awesome leaders that are at the ground level, talking to our neighbors and our friends. It's just really, it's great to have that type of support here. So today's a great day for our community. It's an awesome day. We're here to celebrate the temporary opening of a driver's facility here at CTF, Illinois. It's a place that shows that what happens when neighbors come together, they say, let's make life a little bit easier for families in the south suburbs. I want to first start by saying thank you to my partner and my friend, Secretary of State Alexi Janulius. Alexi and I have worked on a lot of important things for Illinois. That includes the digital ID cards and driver's licenses, and we're embarking on a journey really to protect families from unfair auto insurance practices across the state of Illinois. He's proven time and time again that government can work smarter and serve people better. And not so long ago, Lexi, if you remember this, we went down the block to Francesca's for dinner. And the one thing I truly appreciate about Alexi is that he's a family man. Not only does he have very well-behaved children, they're just a supportive spouse. When he came out here, we shared the same vision of making our communities a great place to live, and whether that's through driver's facilities, improving our libraries, or simply just making government work for regular working-class people. Just a phenomenal leader, and I'm proud to call him my friend. I want to thank a few people here at CTF Illinois because this organization is nothing but remarkable, and it starts at the leadership and their CEO, Tony Barrett. Tony is a transformative leader who just took over, and he took over full steam ahead, and we're really blessed to have you here in our community, Tony. I have to mention some other names that are here because I like to at least mention them and sort of quasi-embarrass them at the same time. The Chief Financial Officer used to be my former Chief of Staff. Her name is Danielle King. We visited CTF Illinois right before I took office, and now she's the CFO here, and a lot to be proud of. She does a great job serving those with intellectual and developmental disabilities. Mike Salvador and the entire board of CTF, thank you, thank you, thank you. CTF stands for this: Communities Transform Futures. It's just not their name, it's their mission. And for decades, they've been a light of dignity, compassion, and opportunity for people with developmental and intellectual disabilities. They remind us every day that every person has value. Every person has purpose. And when I came in here in July and I asked them if they would graciously open their doors to house a temporary facility for the Secretary of State, they didn't hesitate. They said yes, because that's who they are. They're leaders who lift people up. Truly a remarkable organization. I want to thank the newest mayor of Orland Park, Jim Dodge, for his coordination and his leadership. And for those of you who've had to endure the last 8 years, his approach through this process has been a breath of fresh air. He's really made a difference into getting us where we are today. And I want to thank his team as well. They've been nothing but just a great group of people to reach out to and to talk to. I want to thank my dad, Mayor Kyle Hastings of Orland Hills. My father taught us all that leadership is about building bridges and not walls. And that message rings true right here and right now, especially given the circumstances that brought us here today. The real exciting part is this. This is just the beginning, which is really awesome. And for the staff, people who work here, you guys provided excellent services here at Orland Township, and I know you're going to provide excellent services here. But through our partnership with the Secretary of State, Alexi Janulius, I think we're very close to finding a permanent location for a state-of-the-art driver's facility of the future. It's going to be something that our community can be extremely proud of, and our state will be proud of, and more than that, it'll be a model facility for facilities across Illinois for years to come. And I want to thank Alexi for that. His leadership and commitment is going to make that vision a reality, and that's something special. And at the end of the day, this is about more than renewing a driver's license or getting a real ID card. It's about our community. It's about what happens when we choose collaboration over conflict. It's about what we choose inclusion over division. It's also about choosing progress over politics. And in this day and age, that's more important. So let's take this moment. Let's be proud, right? Let's be proud of what we built together, proud of this organization, CTF, and the leaders that are in it who stepped up. We're building a brighter future here in the south suburbs. And because success just isn't about one person. It's about everybody buying in. It's about doing the right things and stepping up together. And that's what this is about. God bless you guys. Thank you so much. And thanks again, Alexi. I appreciate you. Thank you. Next, I want to introduce Mayor Jim Dodge of Orland Park. Mayor Dodge.
Thank you, Senator Hastings, although I'm often used to calling you Mike, so if I slip and meant to...
He doesn't let me call him.
No, there you go. And to Secretary Janulius, welcome to this facility, and thank you for keeping this at Orland Park. We appreciate that. So on behalf of the people of Orland Park, we are absolutely thrilled that this is happening here today. As the Senator and the Secretary said, this came together very quickly. After the township trustees acted abruptly and, in my opinion, wrongly with the way they handled this, we, quite frankly, just as a team came together and jumped on the problem. We rapidly found a solution. So a huge debt of gratitude to everyone involved. The Secretary himself, his staff that pulled this together, Tony and CTF, working with Senator Hastings. And we look forward to a new facility in the southwest suburbs because it's important. And one of the things that the Secretary said that I didn't expect, but I'm going to pick up on that theme, he said customers. Government delivers services to our customers. It's not taxpayers, it's not voters, they're customers. And I sincerely appreciate that is a mindset about what we're doing here. This is ultimately about service. So it's been said very well by Senator Hastings and by Secretary Janulius, we're here to serve. And I'm thrilled that this came together the way it did and as rapidly as it did. And I know this will be a successful location. We, the Village of Orland Park, are going to do everything we can to make sure it's highly visible. People know about it. We're going to keep pushing the press. So again, great day for the southwest suburbs, in particular for Orland Park. And could not be more grateful for the way this came together and the teamwork that was displayed by everyone. So with that, we'll introduce John. I'm going to go first names. Tony from CTF. Thanks. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Tony Barrett, and I am just thrilled to welcome everybody to this beautiful campus in Orland Park. A little bit about CTF Illinois. CTF Illinois, Communities that Transform Futures, is about service, as Mayor Dodge alluded to. We depend on the state, we depend on our local communities, we depend on businesses, and we depend on people to support us every single day. As a non-for-profit taking care of individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities, we depend on that support. And when the Mayor Dodge and Senator Hastings came to me with this opportunity to open up a wing of our building that's not being used, we said yes. I worked closely with the board to ensure this took place. Because one of the things that I always asked of ourselves throughout Illinois, because we have many locations, is how can our organization give back to the community? We expect so much of the community. We ask for help all the time. But we always ask ourselves, what can we do and how can we do that? This was a great partnership, a partnership that will last for decades, because everybody knows that if you come to us and you ask for help, we will help you just as we ask for help. So, Secretary, thank you for coming out, and if you need any help additionally, let me know.
Thank you.
Well, again, I want to thank all the elected officials and leaders who are here today, who made time to be here. I want to thank our incredible staff, Annette Wood, who really worked hard, especially over the weekend, to make it happen. I love my team, and they're very excited about the future. So with that, any questions? Only on topic?
I have a question.
Yep.
You mentioned the use and all of the transactions that had happened in the last 9 months. Can you just talk about the transition closing, and then was there a gap at all? Or?
No, I mean, that's what, quite frankly, we're very proud of. Culture is a big deal. Getting things done is a big deal. When we close a facility or reopen a facility, we try and do it with as little lag time as possible. So I was proud to say customers didn't lose 1 minute of not having the facility. Closed on Friday, worked through the weekend. Our AT team was great. Everyone on our team was great. Fiscal services to make sure that we're open this morning.
Did that change like staffing or scheduling? Did you have to bring in extra folks to make that transition?
Nope. It is a little larger. We have a couple more stations, so we'll have some more folks working here. But I don't want to speak for the team. Hopefully, they're happy with the change as well.
And at the other facility, there was concern about parking. So there's a lot of parking here. But there was a concern about being in the same building, and people might get confused or come in the wrong way. And maybe Mr. Barrett can address this issue too. Is there anything that's being done just to make sure that the clients of CTF will be safe over there, and that customers to Secretary of State's office will clearly be in this area?
Sure. You're welcome to handle it if you want.
Sure.
Well, I can try.
Yeah, so one of the things that I ensured our staff, our parents, is that there would be no disruption in services whatsoever. And that was most important going into this partnership, to ensure that it would not disrupt their entrance, what they do on a regular basis. As I alluded to, we have a separate wing over here, and a small part of that wing was not being utilized. And we were able to separate that wing from the main building. And so there's no way to enter the other location, which is secure. There you can see also there's signage throughout the parking lot on where to park and also where to enter. So our facility at the other door is secured. There's a person there at all times as well, to ensure that if anybody were to come to the door, that they'd be addressed and let them know that this is not the main entrance for the DMV. So the DMV did a great job with all the markings out there, all the signs. We had the roads redone. They just been super to prepare us for this moment. This didn't come lightly. This went through my board of directors. We had a contract that we went through several different times back and forth with the state to ensure all the I's were dotted and T's were crossed. So I hope that answered your question.
It does. And just about CTF, is it kind of a therapeutic day activities, day therapies, or is there a residential?
So yes, we do day program. We also do residential program. This is actually a day program. So on the other side of this wing, we provide services to individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities throughout the day. So they learn social skills, they go out into the community, and this is where they're at. At the end of the day, they'll go back to their homes, called CILAs, Community Integrated Living Arrangements, and those are throughout the community. We have over 40 different locations throughout Illinois. And we're down in Central. We serve approximately 700 individuals. We have a staff of about 450, obviously not all in this location. So we're scattered, peppered throughout the state.
And again, there's no compensation at all to CTF for this space.
Correct.
The Secretary of State, did you want to address the security or the delineation issue?
What's that?
Did you want to address that?
I think we handled it perfectly.
Okay.
Roughly how many people do you expect to come to this facility and from what suburbs?
A great question. I mentioned the numbers so far this year.
Right.
I would say this is a little bit larger, with more parking. Now we do road exams. So I'm not a math major, but for the final quarter of the year, my guess is it'll continue to be a pretty high number. And as far as where they come from, we have folks coming from a number of different communities. At least to our previous facility, I don't envision that changing at all.
Senator Hastings seemed to be smiling when he was talking about the permanent facility. How close are you to announcing that location?
Well, it's day one, so let's figure this out. But again, I mentioned this in my remarks. What I've learned about politics, 80% of having a successful administration is being accessible and responsive. And Senator Hastings being able to call me on my cell phone, Justin Slaughter being able to call me, or my chief of staff, or our team, we will work hard to make sure we get this done. Today's about making sure that the people of Orland have a facility, especially in light of what took place. It is an interim for now. I am 100% confident that we'll come up to a great long-term solution probably sooner rather than later. Good question. Any other questions? Great, favorite.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We're going to do a ribbon cutting. Thanks again, everyone, for being here.